Okay, I just want to introduce week 11 because at this point the course changes a bit. We've been doing Khan Academy, we've been doing discussion, and we've been doing word problems for most of the semester. Now we really need to get into testing mode, and so the biggest change is going to be that in the next couple of weeks you're going to take a test each week. This is the first one, test 1. And it's going to be on a website called My Math Test. Hopefully you got set up last week in using the instructions in the week 10 bundle. Okay, if you haven't, you have to go back, get signed up with My Math Test and pay for use. It's the only resource in the course that you have to pay for. And you take the test online using your computer. You have up to 5 chances. So ideally what I would like to see you do is to take it early in the week, find out what things you need to work on, and then focus on those things. Okay? Some of them hopefully you know, some of you don't. Do not be intimidated by if your first test score is low. Okay? It takes a lot to put together all these different topics that you've been learning together on one test, and don't underestimate how what a big shift that can be. That's why we're focusing now primarily on testing. So I think the proper mindset is more like you have in English class when you're writing a paper. Often you write and submit to your professor a number of drafts. Each time you learn a little bit about what else you need from the drafts, and then hopefully by the 5th time you're taking the test, everything's really smooth and you really know what you're doing. Not just know what you're doing, but are confident in implementing it. Other than that, the discussions continue, so keep doing your discussions. And right now, the Algebra 1 mission, hopefully you've completed it. If not, you can keep working on it. And then I've added some other Khan skills that are going to show up on the final. So Algebra 1 mission had most everything we needed, but there are a few topics that needed to come from a different mission. I didn't want to assign a whole other mission for us because we would just never be able to get through a whole other big mission. But I just took the parts that were relevant to what we need for the final. So this week the Khan skills are focused on what are called complex or imaginary numbers. Now what I'm really looking for, these are graded, right? It's part of your grade to do these skills, but you don't have to master them the same way you did for the Algebra 1 mission. If you've just practiced, in the lingo of Khan, you practice them, which usually means getting 5 in a row or 3 in a row, depending on the skill. Okay? So, of course, as always, if you have any questions, message me on Edmodo. This is crunch time, so don't let anything that you want to ask be unasked, because there's not much time left. All right.